Hi, and welcome back to Wicked Wands Tarot. My name is Carmen, and today we've got a reading for you about somebody who seems to be having a little bit of a check-in with themselves and realizing, oh, I think I have some feelings for this person. It looks like things are getting a little bit more serious, or their emotions are becoming a little bit easier for them to understand, tap into. Perhaps this is somebody who's having a conversation with a friend or a family member and then becoming aware of the fact that they've got these feelings. So let's call in spirit with a little bit of moonshine time. And I hope you're having a wonderful day so far. If you're interested in a personal reading, I would love to do one for you. My email address is wickedwandstarot@gmail.com. You can find that in the description box, along with additional information on how to become a member if you're interested in additional shorts, videos, or even members-only live streams. Thank you to the current members, by the way. Let's dive in with the Marigold Tarot and see what else we've got for you. King of Rings or King of Pentacles, Three of Swords, and the Sun. Three of Swords, huh? Maybe this is someone who wasn't really planning on falling in love. Maybe this is someone who's worried that they're now at risk of being heartbroken because they weren't really planning on anything serious, or they didn't expect it to get serious. Why this Three of Swords? Oh, okay. This King of Pentacles is a third party. They're heartbroken because they're realizing that these two people are falling in love. So we might have someone who's not over an ex, or someone who is realizing that their ex is starting a new relationship or is really over them. So we've got a jealous party, likely someone who has a past with one of these two, but it could be someone who's just jealous because they think it should be them. So we have the King of Pentacles and the King of Wands. Does not mean that they have to be men, but these would be two individuals that are competing, or both are in love with the same person. And we've got someone discovering who else is in that boat. Hello, Tata. What's up? Hello, Jess. How are you doing? Wow, we got the King of Cups, Five of Rings or Five of Pentacles in the reverse, and the Eight of Swords. Eight of Swords is in the reverse. No longer blindfolded, no longer in the dark. Now they know the truth. They come back around because they want to pursue this person, only to find the person that they're in love with is in love with someone else. Four of Cups, Page of Cups in the reverse. Sadness or even depression because it's obvious that I am going to get rejected. The person that I love loves somebody else. So 2 fours, by the way, Four of Swords, Four of Cups. Feeling like they need a little bit of time to themselves, probably avoiding social encounters at this point. Maybe feeling like they missed some clues, or they should have known better. I feel like they're mad at themselves. I'm good, thank you. Matt, are you okay? How's the chicken? Hello, Michael. What else do we have? This again. So we might have had some non-committal energy, someone who's more about the physical attraction because they were perhaps hesitant to let emotions get involved. So I feel like this would be the King of Pentacles, King of Cups. They had this option, or they had this desire, but they're heartbroken or they're upset because they're realizing the person that they want is not interested in them. Penny pinching, financial struggle, saving up, budgeting, and ghost, no closure, cowardice, disappearing act. This King of Pentacles feels like their love interest made a disappearing act, or they are regretting their own disappearing act. It's because of this disconnection or not being able to communicate that they were gone or in absentia when this King of Wands showed up, their competition. Okay. They did not expect these two to be interested in each other, but there is some sort of physical intimacy commonality. We'll put it that way. Hopefully you guys know what I'm talking about. This is the Poe Tarot. Fair enough. Dang. Hello, James. Hello, Grant. How are you doing? Wild. So we've got the High Priestess and the Queen of Quills, which is the Queen of Swords. Let my heart be still a moment and this mystery explore. Words have no power to impress the mind without the exquisite horror of their reality. So I wanted to explore this mystery. I wanted to see what was going on. I wanted to see if this person was interested in me. And when I do a little digging, what I find out is this person is already spoken for or otherwise interested. Yes, absolutely. Thank you, Lee. What else do we have? Knight of Quills. The object, truth, or the satisfaction of the intellect, and the object, passion, or the excitement of the heart, are, although attainable to a certain extent in poetry, far more readily attainable in prose. Such a complicated thing to read. So many commas. I think we've got somebody here who has confused passion and love, someone who has confused obsession with loyalty. This is someone who feels like they could come back around or feels like they could express their interest and it would be accepted, but they're finding out that they are too late, that somebody else is already, I don't know if I want to say in their place or took their place, more so like expressed those emotions or pursued the same individual. Hello, Capo. How are you doing? Can I also still think you're insane, though? Maybe sanity is boring. No, I don't actually think you're insane. This is the Energy Oracle. Door to Spirit and Angel of Strength. Intuition guided the third party. Well, I don't know if I want to call them the third party. The person who's in the middle of these two, the person who is in love with a new person, they used their intuition and realized I'm waiting around for someone who's not serious. I'm, holding space for someone who's probably going to let me like wait forever. So maybe I shouldn't do that. Woman holding a coin. Stability. And we also have the King of Pentacles. The King and Queen of Pentacles are divine counterparts. I think we have somebody who realized they had a stronger connection with this King of Wands. I feel like I can trust this person and I'm also falling in love with them, or I have fallen in love with them. So this King of Pentacles is worried because if it's gotten to that point, they don't know if they can actually do anything to disrupt this. This is the Gothic Tarot. I'm still learning this, so be patient with me. What else do we have? The Fool. Mad at you because you decided to choose something different. Ace of Swords in the reverse. Feeling like you lied about whether or not you were interested in them or interested in someone else. Seven of Wands. Timing is everything. This person, the new individual, the King of Wands, had good timing. It's interesting because I don't think I've seen anything that with the Seven of Wands where there are individuals kissing. So that's kind of interesting. So perhaps we have somebody here who feels like they still have a chance even though there's love. Perhaps this is just really difficult for them to ignore, but it seems like they're torn. Do I just walk away or do I try to win back this person? Do I try to compete with the King of Wands or do I accept that it's over? Two of Cups. I love you. I think we have both of these kings are in love. Remember, it does not need to be a man. And we have the Ten of Wands. Is it really over? They're questioning if there's anything that they can do to salvage this or if it really is over. This is the Gilded Reverie. You did? Matt, so did I. I got birria tacos last night. They were pretty good. They were pretty good indeed. So we've got the magnifying glass, number 44. Looking for information, looking for a strategy, trying to find if there's any dirt on this King of Wands. Maybe you fall in love with this person. Maybe you feel like they're a better partner, but I'm going to do a little bit of research and see if I can find out whether or not they're actually trustworthy. People get mad for interesting reasons. No birria hat. Hats ruin my hair, you know. We've got the rider, number 1, which is R-I-D-E-R, not W-R-I-T-E-R. So this is somebody who is traveling and looking for the dirt. Interesting. Why are they traveling? This is the Black Tarot. Why are they traveling? Nine of Swords, Wheel of Fortune, Two of Cups. I want to change this person's perspective on their love interest. I want to find something that causes stress or anxiety to this pair so that they don't choose that same person. Looking for some dirt. Looking for the other exes. Tell me, what was this person all about and how awful are they, and what are their worst qualities? Four of Cups in reverse, because I've got to change this person's opinion of the King of Wands and make them feel like they should reject them instead of want to get to know them better. Nine of Wands follows the Four of Cups in the reverse. And then we have that King of Pentacles. How can I get them to no longer be interested in the King of Wands and instead choose me? Because they feel like this King of Wands is not reliable. This is like wanting to swap destiny. Two of Spheres or the Two of Pentacles, the Tower in the reverse. Eight of Wands in the reverse. I think we have information from this King of Wands past that the King of Pentacles is bringing forward in hopes that it changes the decision of their love interest, and the King of Pentacles ends up being the winner instead of the King of Wands. I just don't know if it's going to work. We have the Sun, the Page of Spears or Page of Pentacles in the reverse, and the Ten of Swords. I don't know. I think it just looks like sour grapes. I think the love interest here, I don't know that we've named you, our angel of love here is like, that's not a good look. Why are you out here trying to make someone look bad? Why don't you just tell me more about yourself? Might be the wrong play. But what they're hoping to do is make it so that the King of Wands is like completely rejected. This is the Weird Cat Tarot. Hello, Third Eye. How are you doing? Let's see. Four of Cups. Page of Pentacles. Three of Pentacles. They're trying to get this King of Wands to be rejected, and they end up causing more trouble for themselves. So now it's like this King of Pentacles feels like their only option is to try to get other people to do their dirty work for them. I think they get turned away. They're desperate. They're trying to find a way to make this King of Wands look bad, but they just keep making themselves look bad. Nine of Wands. Whatever they're trying to attack is protected, this connection. So they're trying and trying to cause problems in this relationship, and they keep hitting a brick wall without realizing that it is, in fact, a brick wall, and they should stop trying to do the same thing. So they might be stuck in a little bit of a loop. You know, like they just keep repeating it. Yes, the unicorn actually does a lot of side eye. I'm glad you noticed, Grant. Hello, Big Bear. How are you doing? They said you weren't funny. All right. Tell me you don't have a sense of humor without telling me you don't have a sense of humor. What else do you have? World and the reverse. Ace of Cups. Seven of Cups. So no, this relationship is not ending. The King of Pentacles is not going to get what they want. The love between the King of Wands and this angel of love is real. And whatever illusion they've tried to use to break these two up, it hasn't worked. It's like, no, I'm not going to fall for your lies. I can tell that you're just trying to cause some drama, or can tell that you're jealous. You're lashing out. So why would I believe what you have to say? Why would I align myself with you when you're telling me that something that is happy and amazing is not to be trusted, but you got nothing to back it up. So they end up pushing away their love interest by attacking this King of Wands and basically cementing the decision for this King of Wands to be in a relationship. Like, okay, well, if that's how you want to treat it, I guess that's how it's going to go. This is the situations deck. Oh, yeah, Grant, you're totally right. Often they match the hair. So you find somebody with some gold hair. Yeah. Meeting, 2 or more people, discussions, planning. Verge, about to reveal or confess, and interlude, pause, timing factor. So I think we have somebody here whose relationship is leveling up. Someone comes back from the past. They want to break these two up. Maybe it's right before the King of Wands is confessing their love or their love interest. But after this drama reaches the conclusion and the King of Pentacles is sent on their way, it's like we can pick up where we left off. Okay, so what I wanted to tell you is that I'm like madly in love with you. Before Bobo the Clown over here interrupted me. I think they're actually more respectful towards the King of Pentacles than that, but, you know, however it resonates. We've got focus and access granted. So now it becomes about whether or not this King of Pentacles has any access social media wise or like through friends to know what's going on. And if so, maybe it's time to block that because this King of Pentacles is basically no longer welcomed, right? I don't want to talk to you. I don't want to deal with you because you were trying to cause this drama. You were trying to lie about someone. You wanted to break us up and that ain't cool. So now it's time for us to stop talking. Hamster wheel, surviving daily hustle, and love affair. I do think that this King of Pentacles is somebody who was hoping to distract themselves from bigger problems in their life by entertaining this angel of love. But they just wanted to keep it as a situationship. The King of Wands, interestingly enough, is the person who, because, you know, that does tend to be more so aligned with somebody who's like focused on the physical attraction or the physical intimacy. But this King of Wands is also somebody who goes for what they want. So while the King of Pentacles is worrying over their money or otherwise distracted, this King of Wands shows the angel of love what they're actually looking for. So hard for them to say no to that. This is the Overthinker's Oracle. We'll get some thoughts from the King of Pentacles. Oh, do you? Hi, Grant. I don't know if you know this, but you don't. I know. You just think because your name's Grant that you're in control. All right. What else do we have? Obsessive lover, multiple trolls. You guys, how perfect is that? We were talking about troll hair. So there's definitely some trolls involved in the situation. I feel like these would be the people who were trying to help the King of Pentacles locate some juicy secrets on the King of Wands. Because they really do feel like they'll never find another love interest. That's why they're fighting so hard for this one. But it's like, yeah, but couldn't you have done that before? They chose a karmic partner instead. Now, this doesn't have to mean they chose someone else in love over you or even for the physical stuff. This could mean they chose to be non-committal and like basically chose family or friends over that love relationship because it was what was expected of them. But this King of Pentacles is feeling like there's no end to their love for you. They feel like there's got to be a way to rectify what's gone wrong or win you back. They may be realizing that there's not a lot of hope of that. This is somebody who's codependent or doesn't really know how to be an equal partner. They wish they had chosen you. Oh boy, this could be a twin flame dynamic. if this is a twin flame dynamic, I feel like it's important to mention that it's not about finding one person that you have to spend the rest of your life with. It's about finding a deep connection that challenges everything you think about yourself and love in a good way. When you do that deep dive, you find out more about who you are, what your worth is, and how you should be treated. It's not about choosing one person, it's about both of you having the opportunity to really look within and address those problems so that you can be in a healthy relationship with them because they did the healing too, or with a soulmate. They're saying they refuse to let you be the one that got away. They feel like anybody else is a downgrade. Now, don't get a big head, but you know, they like you. They love you. All right. We're gonna go with the Tarot de la Nuit and get some extra clarity here for Lee. Hello, Tarot by Nature. How are you doing? It's about finding Waldo. Yeah, for real. What's up, Draku? It's true. It's good advice, Grant. All right. What clarification can we offer to Lee regarding this morning's questions and reading? What clarity can we give her? 7 of Pentacles in the reverse, King of Pentacles in the reverse, Ace of Cups, Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, there's someone here who feels like the stability is off. They're not really sure where to invest. This could be somebody who has some concerns over a living situation. We have the Ace of Cups and the Knight of Pentacles, making me feel like this is someone who is worried about timing, worried about how long something will take. Maybe I need to be quiet. Maybe I need to keep something a secret, but it's not easy for this person to keep a secret. I do feel like this is someone who's ending a relationship or somebody who is stepping out of their relationship. Queen of Swords in the reverse. This is someone who has lied about what's been going on, who they've been spending time with, and there are concerns regarding whether or not that relationship is going to continue to move forward. All right, I'm going to leave it there. Lee, I hope that helps. Everyone, I hope you have a lovely rest of your day, and I will see you on the next reading. Thank you for liking, subscribing, and hyping. Doodles.